Hello again, fellow YouTube fans. Welcome back to GEEZERBUTT 719. This will probably be the last video from this location, and probably the last video for a couple months at least. I've laid a few things out here in my music room to help explain what I'm up to and what I'm about to do for you guys. Let's take a look. Gonna kind of miss this place a little bit. As we take a look around here a little, I'm gonna tell you why this is the last video from this location. Some of you may know, and for the rest of you that don't, I'm gonna move. I've just become sick of living in the city, and I'm gonna move a little further out into the country where it's a little better. Enough about that. Let's take a look at some of the stuff we got here. A big tent. A table full of junk. Why do I got this stuff laid out in my music room? Let me try to explain. I kind of thought it would be a good idea to mix a challenge video with a how-to video. And my idea was, I'm going to go out and get dropped off in the middle of nowhere and roam around in the woods for 2 months until my friend comes back and picks me up. I'm not going to carry this tent around. This tent will be the base camp that I set up and the location where I'll be dropped off and picked up at. From that point I will four-wheel out into wherever, undisclosed location, and I will show you how to get by with a little bit of nothing. So first of all, after I get out of the base camp and I'm on my own, just me and Geezer, yes, I'm going to bring Geezer with me. I can't go on a trip like that and not bring the GEEZERBUTT. He's my friend. Well, anyways, after we get out of the base camp, we can't lug around a big tent like that. It's just too big and not going to be easy to carry around. So for sleeping quarters, we have 2 tarps and some tent stakes. Over here in the backpack we have some different tools. I'll show you a few things that I carry. One, a good knife. This is a mini K-bar, about the best you can get. A machete. A sharpening stone to sharpen things with. Obviously, a folding shovel. A screwdriver. A little hammer. A pair of needle nose pliers, a pair of wire cutters, a wristband made out of paracord, some nylon rope, a roll of wire, an emergency blanket, some reading material. You get bored and you need something to read. Emergency radio. This one works by crank. This little thing right here pulls out and you can crank it up to make its own electricity. This thing will tell you the weather. Work as a flashlight. And it makes a loud noise, like a signal noise, I guess, or something. I think it's always good to carry a whistle. I like to use the old Oscar Mayer weenie whistle. I've never opened this thing yet. I guess I'll open it out on the trip and whistle it when I get bored. I don't have a harmonica, so that's close. Here we got some stuff to start a fire. A lighter for one of the days when you want to cheat. Obviously you need a good flint rock. And a book of matches. Here we have some different sources of lights. A couple of different flashlights. A little lantern, and another little lantern that hangs on a carabiner. Here we have some rolls of tape. I have a roll of duct tape, and a roll of Gorilla tape, and a roll of electrical tape. For cooking, I'll carry this little stainless steel pot. don't know if you can see that. There you go. Just a little tiny one, enough to cook whatever you might forage or find. A little grate to work as a grill for a tiny fire to warm it up. And just in case you get lucky and get some real good food, you gotta have a good cast iron skillet to cook in. A pair of binoculars. Of course, weaponry. I would normally probably take a long rifle with me too, but right now in Colorado it's not hunting season and I'm not a poacher, so we'll have to make do without hunting any animals. I'll probably take a shotgun along with me, and maybe we'll play with that and you'll get to see that in the videos. I have a slingshot for small animals. A kit with some fishing gear, bobbers, hooks, sinkers, some plastic worms, that sort of stuff. And here we have fishing line, some extra hooks, bait, and a few other things that I'll show you. Gotta have a roll of toilet paper. This is a kit with a tourniquet and an emergency trach kit. Hopefully I don't have to put an emergency ventilator in myself out in the woods. That would not be fun. Here we have a little emergency kit with just about everything in it you could possibly want to need. Some rubber gloves, a couple of extra ace bandages, and a bandana. And somewhere I have a couple of cable saws. I'm not seeing it. Oh, here's one. I carry 3 or 4 of these because these tend to break. And just because I wouldn't normally carry nothing like this, but right now it's fire season in colorful Colorado, so I'm choosing to bring a respirator and some safety glasses and a few other things just in case I encounter a lot of smoke or I get in some danger of the fire. Where I'm going and setting the base camp out and starting my journey is really close to a big fire that we're having right now, so that is kind of a concern, but this is a challenge, right? Okay, Geezer Crew, so now you know what I'm up to. I'm going to make my first challenge video, and I'm going to intermix it with a how-to video. Pretty cool, I'm going to go out in the woods for 2 months, bring a camera and film it, and show you guys a few things about surviving in the woods. There were a few things that I didn't put on the table to show you, one of which is a solar powered power pack that I ordered online, which should be coming tomorrow. I only need that to charge the camera that I'm bringing so I can film this episode. Other than that, I'm bringing no technology. We're going all natural. A few other things I'm bringing for the dog, which you don't really need to see. It's just food in a food bowl, stuff for him. Clothes, of course, obviously. Some rain gear, good heavy winter clothes, good walking clothes. When you're out like that, you don't really have a good way to wash your clothes or nothing, so the secret is you bring enough extra clothes with you, walk a little while, change clothes, walk a little while, change clothes. You get the idea. You change your clothes often enough and they stay somewhat clean. A few of the other things I'm going to bring with me are some vitamins and health supplements. I'll be foraging for food and trapping and getting small animals and fish to eat, which sometimes can prove to be a trick and other times not. So just in case, I like to bring supplements with me, and I'll show you a few of those that I get. I like to buy high quality stuff, so I get my things from InfoWars, and here's a few of the things that I take. Vitamin D. Very good stuff. Nascent iodine. Iodine is a poison. You can't drink iodine. You have to buy a nascent form of iodine, one that's ingestible. That kind is very good for you. All living creatures need it. This is Super Male Vitality. I consider it to be like a multivitamin. Just really good stuff for energy and all around good well-being. Anthroplex. This has a lot of the same ingredients as the Super Male does, but it's in a pill form and it enhances the Super Male. Another multivitamin, if you will. I like to take selenium. That goes along with the iodine. It's good to always balance iodine and selenium both together. You need both of them in about equal amounts. Some probiotics in case we're feeling a little ugly and slow. And of course we gotta have some calcium gummy chewies. Yummy, like candy. And I'll probably even throw in a bag of hard candy or some cough drops or something of that nature. Also a water filter and a compass. That's really about it. Not too much more. All the stuff that I'm bringing you'll see throughout the videos. I remind you again, though, you won't see another video from me for 2 months because I will be in the woods. I've arranged a drop-off location where I'll set up the base camp, and from there I will take off on my journey. In 60 days my friend will come back to the base camp and hopefully pick me up if I'm not dead in the woods somewhere. If that happens, he's instructed to just get Geezer and give him some Scooby snacks. Okay, Geezer crew, that's about it for now. There's probably a whole lot more I could have said and showed you and talked about. I just wanted to make a quick video to let you guys know what I was doing. I figured since this was my first crack at a challenge video, I should make it as much of a challenge as I could. I think this is a pretty huge challenge. What do you think? 2 whole months in the woods with nothing but me and a killer chihuahua. Crazy, huh? We're gonna do this and we're gonna have a lot of fun. Hopefully in 2 months when I get back, if I get back, I'll make it back. I'll have a lot of good footage for you. As soon as I get home and get shaved up and rested a little, I'll edit it and get it up so you guys can see what we experienced. Until then, I'll see you guys.